Good morning, guys. Well, today is a little bit more of a serious update. Yes, it is true that I do have $300,000 betting on a bear market starting. And I'm asking people today, especially our members, if you guys want to join and watch us, you can. Links are in the description. Are you guys ready? Because I see data that's starting to break here that tells us, and guys, it's not the Bitcoin's breaking down below the 50-week moving average. Everyone and their mother is talking about that. It's like, yes, that's part of it, but you guys have no idea about the other 8 charts from on-chain data, I'm assuming, that tell us that this is not like previous higher lows. Okay, let me explain this real quick. I think a lot of people are coming into the market and they're saying, well, Travis, I think this market is going to do something just like it did back here and like it did here and like it did here. We're just making a higher low formation because every single time, which is true, the metric called it, every time we hit mild caution, this is a new indicator we released. If you guys want to grab this, I'll show you at the end how to get this. Every time we've hit mild caution, we have springed back. I'm not saying that's fully out of the picture and that's not possible, but on-chain data does not say that the environment that we saw here is the same environment that we saw here. I'll give you a tip here. Long-term holders of Bitcoin, I will tell you it is a complete night and day difference. And that is not the only chart. There are many other ones. So my question to you guys is, do you actually know the data that says that this time is different than this time or this time? Because that's what we're going to go over this morning and show you guys charts. Do you guys know that based off the halving cycle, you should have started to sell your Bitcoin and your cryptocurrency and altcoins like about a month ago? And even before that, like when we sold Solana at $216 and I thought I was absolutely crazy, but the data said to take an exit right there. We took an exit. We made 1,500% on Solana. We bought at $14. It was a $300,000 trade. Okay. You guys got to pay attention to this. There are charts showing that the bear market is starting. And there's also a distribution phase on Bitcoin right now. On top of that, I'm going to go over the macroeconomics that say that the macroeconomic state that we saw when Bitcoin went into its parabolic blow-off top in 17 and 21, which everybody wants, that's not present in the market. Look at rates. Look at PMI, Purchasing Managers Index. Look at yield curve. What else can we look at? Global liquidity. Let's look at the federal balance sheet. Like, what I'm trying to do, guys, is take $1 million of my hard-earned money, show you guys I've already taken out $1 million with capital gains and principal. I'm already $500,000 out of the market. There's $1 million still in the market as a hedge of potentially moving back up. But I am out of my cost basis of $854,000. I have $851,000 in between buy limits and gold and silver to hedge what I see potentially coming in cryptocurrency. So I am one portion and one portion right now. And I need to explain to you guys what I see from a risk management perspective of why I'm exiting a great hundreds of thousands of dollars in the past 2 months. Because I think this is gonna roll over. I think there's a high probability Bitcoin rolls over. And let's get into kind of the analysis today, and I'll coach you guys more on these 2 indicators. So I've had this on my chart for the past week. I do believe Bitcoin has a high probability we go down to 92,500. That is just an area of a high volume node of long liquidity where people have leveraged, all right? It's where margin calls are going to get hit. Overall, Bitcoin is no longer neutral bullish. It has officially entered neutral bearish in the market, okay? You guys need to understand that. Let me get to start coaching you guys about how to use these indicators. The market cycle highs and lows and the pro trade manager. There are no better indicators, I promise you guys, when you put these on your charts that you're going to find to time the tops and bottoms. It was coded with strictly with AI. There is nothing that will come close to this. I've been doing this for 10 years. We hold the highest win rate ever recorded on cryptocurrency of 314 wins and 0 losses with an open ledger to the public. Okay? So take me seriously when I say this. I'm not just saying that just to say it. All right? You are going to be hard pressed to not find that every single top that matters in the market it's going to be called with a red dot. Every bottom that you need to know about in the market is going to be called with a green dot, and we are getting ready for the next one. Okay? Let me teach you guys something. Bitcoin is about to head into the caution phase. as well as your altcoins. I hope you guys are setting this up. They're starting to move down. I've showed you guys SHIB a lot on here. I've been telling our members, guys, set this up and come over here and set up the alert for concerned on SHIB. I think with how low SHIB is, and because we are getting back to base prices, when SHIB comes down and prints a concerned with the next green dot here, so you guys follow me, you guys understand this, right? If this heads back down here and we hit concern and we have a green dot down here, this is a double confirmation based off 9 oscillating indicators telling you the market's oversold, as well as we have an indicator up here which is showing you deviations of the market. We have a point of control and it's deviated from the point of control. And when it does that, the market snaps back. Look at every time we've hit caution, the market snapped back here. Every time. Okay, even here it snapped back. We have historical data to show, like, no, this works. So what I'm telling you guys to do and what I think you need to be doing, because I believe we could be tipping over here with Bitcoin closing potentially on Sunday below the 50-week moving average, is you need to set these up. You need to come over here, market cycle highs and lows, come over here to the alert section, click the plus sign, and you need to go to market cycle highs and lows and just click concern. Once per bar close and create this. You are now going to get an alert when we hit this. You need to get a green dot alert as well. When you come over here, sorry, let me go like this. I'm still on a drawing tool. When you come over here, I want you guys to set this TCDCA market breakout detection to 2. This has not been coded into indicators before, and I'll make this very quick because I don't want to spend too much time on it. Basically, oscillators, when the market keeps going up, many oscillators will say, here's the peak here, but there's what's called divergence. And do you see how this is a lower high than this high? It actually didn't cross the threshold up here to give you a red dot. How are we getting this? We programmed AI to actually look at where a peak is, and while all your indicators are failing and they're giving you divergence and you're left guessing where the top is, we coded an indicator that can get us out at the top. All you have to do is download this and put a 2 in here, and you will see like 95, I would even push this to like 97% of all tops are called with a red dot. And you can get an alert of all those if you come over here, you click this plus button, you come down to Pro Trade Manager, and it defaults to a long entry. That's all you guys got to do. I know we just talked about red dots, so go to, excuse me, short entry or long TP for a red dot. Right now, we're not looking for red dots. Excuse me, let me get some water here, 1 second. We're looking definitely for long entries here. So click long entry, because the same is true. Once per bar close and click create. Okay. If you do this on all your altcoins, guys, you have the 2 best indicators from someone who's done this for 10 years, who has the highest win record ever recorded. I know this for a fact, guys, okay? I even was talking to Iskander, the previous COO of TradingView. You guys know TradingView, the charting software we all use. The COO and the CMO were trying to purchase indicators from us in the past. So I have a good understanding of indicators here. When this shows up here, the green dot, and you get into concerned on any of your altcoins, guys, those are very, very good opportunities to get a dollar cost average entry into the market, okay? Now, let me take this a step further and teach you guys something. I've never taught this before, so our members are really going to like this, and if you guys have already purchased, you're going to love this too. Okay, if you get into concerned, or let's just say right now you're like, Travis, I don't know if we're going to hit concerned, but we are definitely within caution. And I know that in the past when we've hit caution, the market typically seems to start reversing a little bit. When we hit these areas, you know, we get to a point where we're seeing some jumps, and we go to the blue here, and I'm trying to pull the dark blues here. We see some moves back up, okay? Caution and concern. What you guys can do is, if you want to get into the market right now, you can do a little bit of dollar cost average entry math here. If you get into the market right now, how many levels down do you have to go? Please pay attention to this, guys. My OGs who are watching this, I may be losing new members watching this video, but I think you'll get this. But my OGs, please listen to this, guys. What you need to do is, if you have $1,000 in the market that you want to put into the market and do a trade, okay? Look at how many levels down from where we're currently at are left. You guys see where I'm going with this, right? If there's 4 levels, split this into 4. Go $250 at this caution right now. And then once we hit concerned, go ahead and put the other $250 in. This is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just teaching you guys risk management here. Save the other $250 in case we hit fear. Save the other $250 in case we hit max fear. And all along, guys, where the market's at, set up a 25% take profit. I've looked at this before, and this is what we're going to go with right now, a 25% take profit. Does that make sense? So right now, you can get into these trades because they're so low. I would do 4 portions. $250 into the market right now is a market order. Watch this, set up an alert. The moment you hit concerned, Personally, I would go into another $250 market order. Then if you hit fear, $250 in. And if you hit max fear, then you've gotten the lowest prices out of anybody, which max fear and fear actually called the last two Bitcoin cycle bottoms before it moved back up. Go look at that. You'll be blown away. This is a way you guys can actually incorporate risk management into your trading by using the emotional sentiment and the kind of the trade signals of emotional sentiment. Because when the market gets down here, guys, the market is going to snap back. Remember this? Our point of control is built into the indicator. When price deviates certain levels based off that point of control, we're automatically changing the price line for you to show you how oversold it is. But once you get down here, these start becoming the best buy signals you could ever get into the market. So now you've got a way to get in with risk management. Okay, let's do this again. I want to really drive this point home, and I'm going to use a completely different crypto, and I'm really going in depth today, but this is going to make some of you guys some great money, okay? Let's go to, I want to go something that hasn't, let's go to Ethereum, actually. Let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum here is in mild caution. So what would I do with Ethereum? This is very simple. I would look to see how many levels down do we have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have $1,000 I want to put into Ethereum, what would I put right now? And guys, this is such good risk management too, because if the market goes up, you still have money in the market that you're going to earn on. But if it goes back down, you're protected. $200. $200 can go into the market right now. The moment that you see this little pointer go down to caution, what are you going to do? Another $200 here. What are you going to do when it hits concern? Another $200, and you guys get it, right? $200 every time you get down here. Probably never going to hit max fear or fear, but don't say never, because we had the largest liquidation event in history, and I'm sure a lot of people really wish they would have had that ready to go down there. The question is, well, how do I get into this? When you set up alerts, you're going to get an alert on your phone. If you already know how much you have at each level, all you have to do is walk around throughout the day. Oh, I got an alert. Ethereum hit my fearful section. Cool. Coinbase, $200. Let's continue playing golf. All right? You don't need to be waiting around for buy limits now. This is a way where you can set up alerts and have this do the heavy lifting for you, and you are going to get into the best entries because it's a deviation from the point of control. Guys, there's no better way, I truly am believing this now, to call the bottoms besides this. I'll show it to you on Bitcoin. You timed the market cycle bottom down here in fear and max fear, not for one cycle, but both cycles. And when we got up here to max euphoria and extreme greed, you wanted to take some profit. Like at the top here, it turned to extreme greed. You should have been taking exits there. This is hindsight, obviously, because we just released this. But in every single one of these moves up here, when we hit max euphoria and greed, what is it telling us? Take some stinking profit. Take a DCA exit, because the market's going to go back down and present another opportunity. You guys are, I'm trying to load you guys up with so much here. I'm going to end this video here because I don't want to make it too long. You guys will not find two better indicators than this. I promise you this. And this is from 10 years of experience and working with TradingView themselves. Okay? And there's an open ledger of our trade setups. Here is how you guys can get these indicators. All right? And I know people don't normally do this and like probably shoot myself in the foot, but who cares? I'm just going to be real with you guys. We are going to start our Black Friday sale on Monday. So if you guys want to wait for Black Friday, go ahead and do that. Here's the best way to do this. Go to tradeconfident.io, grab a membership. It's $65 a month, but we're going to give you guys 25% off if you're new members. As a new member and you pay monthly, you get to watch every single play that I make with my $1 million portfolio while using these indicators with a $1 million account. Okay? Watch the one I just did today. Once you guys become a member, you just have to click this right here, access coupon code, and you are going to go to a private page for our members, and we're going to give you guys $150 off the Pro Trade Manager, $150 off the market cycle highs and lows. And I didn't even talk about this, but the bubble, volume bubbles as well. If you guys happen to purchase the Pro Pack or the Top and Bottom Finder previously, which is responsible for our 314 wins and 0 losses, email us at betradeconfident@gmail.com, and we will give you 60% off all three of these. You have spent $500 with us already. We're going to honor you in that. If you want to wait for Black Friday, which is going to start Monday, we will increase this to $200. If the other, here's the deal, guys. If the market drops from now until Monday, which is 3 more days, and you don't have this set up, is it worth risking $50? For most people watching this, probably not. It's better to just get the $150 off and set this up, because what you can actually garner in profits by buying low and setting these indicators up. Typically, if you're trading with more than, let's say, $5,000, just buy this right now. If you're under $5,000, wait till Monday if you guys really want this, okay? Just being really real with you guys and not trying to be a sleazy salesman here. Like, we're giving insane discounts on this, and you will see some of the best bottoms and tops, I promise you guys, with this. But I'm being transparent. If you want to wait for that, you can. But if you're trading with over $5,000 or $10,000, I would not be waiting. I would be setting this up because we're crossing below the 50-week moving average right now. And if you watch the future forecast, you guys need to know about that, of all the extra data saying we could drop here over the weekend. So if you're not a member, last thing I'll say is, guys, we're giving you $50 off no matter what. So you guys can go ahead and take advantage of that as well. So as I wrap this up here, guys, we've taken a big hedge into a short, and I think people are looking for the market to head back up here. But the economic state of the retail trader, as well as the on-chain data of long-term holders, is not the same here or here as it is here. And I need to show that to you guys this morning so you guys don't. I think before you make a decision, you need to see what I see, is what I'm saying. And if you guys want to make the best decisions of entries, grab these two indicators. They will do it for you. And look in the past of the accuracy. Set this to a 2 and go back and try to find a time where a peak in the market was not called. Try to find a time. I'll give it 95 to 97% because I've already looked through this. Guys, the biggest peaks are going to be called with red dots, and the best lower entries are going to be called with green dots. And you're going to be like, how does this possibly work? Honestly, guys, I know how it works, but with AI, we were able to accomplish things that we've never been able to accomplish before. So I will leave that there. Links are in the description. Join the membership, guys. Get 25% off and get $450 off the AI indicators. Set the alerts up and get positioned for what's about to happen. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the future forecast. God bless. Bye-bye.